I just love to go into areas and just see bodies absolutely everywhere. Jesus. What we will do now is we will go to the Underdark. It's finally time to actually progress, I mean. And we will get out of this area. This is still Act 1 when we go into the Underdark, but it's gonna be like Act 1.2 or some shit like that. There's only one area left in this part of the map that I haven't done, and that's the Githyanki patrol, but I'm just gonna do that after I have done everything I want to do in the Underdark. Then we will do the Githyanki patrol, and then we will go to the mountain pass. It's a pretty long part, not gonna lie. It's not exactly my favorite, but I like the Underdark way more than I like the mountain pass. There's a body here that has some treasure. But yeah, you can go into the Underdark on many different ways. This is my favorite way to go into the Underdark, right here. You can lockpick that thing if you pass a perception check to get down there. But you can just get down there for free by rotating these tiles down here. You need to get all these black tiles in the one that's down. And that's how you solve this very easy puzzle. There we go. And this is how we get into the Underdark, where Durr is from. All Duergars are from the Underdark, so let's go.
Shadows. I don't.
This is the Selûnite outpost. Destroy this moonstone up here. It's important, trust me. We can see a Minotaur, and we just take care of it. If you don't destroy that moonstone, there's some turrets from these that will fire and kill it. But if we destroy it, we can kill him ourselves. We can kill him ourselves and get the XP.
Look what we have here.
There we go, easy peasy. There's a key on this body up here. Also in this room there is a book about the Night Song. So basically if you read this, you will learn that the Night Song is not actually here, even though the adventurers believed that the Night Song was under the Selûnite temple. The key we found fits into this one. And there is a check here that you need to succeed in. There we go, good job.
What's that?
Now I start lockpicking. Here we get a helmet through this stone wall, and here once again there is more chests. I don't remember if this one has traps.
Oh dear.
It has, yes, okay, I was right.
Good
I was being cautious here. So you need to disarm the trap and lockpick this thing. And then you get a medium armor from here. So we are in the Underdark now. There's a few things to do here. This is not that big of an area, but there's a lot to do in this area. You can go this way out to that area. I will not actually do that just yet because I have no reason to go there. We will go right ahead. The Underdark has a lot of alchemy ingredients you can collect. And other stuff. There is a sword. Now I actually missed this sword on my like 4 different playthroughs. But I never knew this sword was here. It's not that good.
Slender drow blade impales the stone before you, keeping a silent vigil.
I can use strength or religion. I'm gonna use religion. And I'm gonna add some guidance from Shadowheart as well, just in case. Okay.
This blade was a warrior's sacrifice to Elis Stray. Blood can only be honored with blood.
So we can either use strength to grab it, or we can just give it blood. A blood offer.
The drow script inscribed on the blade flickers and glows. It rises from the stone, hanging in the air in silent offering.
There we go. We got a sword. It's a long sword, not too good.
Huh? That wasn't a boulette, was it?
Yep, that's a bullet. There's more minotaurs. There's actually 2 more minotaurs there. So yeah, a bullet is a enemy in this area. We will have to fight that bullet at some point. Where's the minotaur? It's coming right to us.
More are coming.
That voice. What was that?
They're coming. They're coming.
Panic. Is the butler back? You almost feel the beady eye on your back.
This might be some devil's ploy. Don't listen to it.
They're coming. You're coming.
Maybe I can get a surprise attack on this minotaur.
Started.
Exit.
Stay low.
Why can you not shoot it? Oh, it's too far away. Astarion, do your thing. Also, when these minotaurs join the fight, they will both instantly be pulled into the fight. You cannot just fight them one by one. They're also quite dangerous because they can charge at you and push you down into places. Good job. My turn. Now that he is hexed, they are still surprised, which is very good. Karlach can at least tank a few hits if we get her here. So.
I'm ready.
Well, you're dead. Or not. Well, now you're dead.
Spill some blood.
Astarion is quite far away. There's only 2 of them anyway, and he has to dash, so that's a used attack.
Poor fucker.
Paladins are so strong in this game, I absolutely love them.
To me.
That's why I just had to make Karlach a paladin. Can I move away? I can't. Good. Let's hex them. Let's not hex them, I guess. Fine, whatever.
Dance.
It should be dead anyway. Now it's gonna charge right through us. That does a lot of damage. Easy anyway. You get some stuff from them, not that good, but
Need to find a way forward.
the other one of them drops a amulet. This is actually one of the worst amulets I have seen in this game. It's so bad. I have never used it. I have usually, if Gale still needs stuff, I have given it to him. It's the Centrum. You can see the Centrum logo there. Went to the Centrum hideout, where there was an elevator. It brings us to this area. There's a lot of loot on that side. The problem is,
Careful.
there's traps all the way to there, so we're just gonna send one guy. Yeah, in this Centrum place there's a lot of stuff to collect. Whoa, that was definitely not worth picking that lock for. As you can see, a lot of stuff. The Centrums are not gonna be traveling anywhere because they are dead. Ooh, lots of food. Like it. Also, there's a lot of locked chests here. That's why I sent Astarion up here. There's just so much loot here. Damn. Oh shite. There's traps. I forgot completely again that there's a trap here. I don't believe there's keys to these chests anywhere. You actually have to lockpick them. Yeah, from this elevator you get to the Centrum hideout. If you approach this area from that side, the bullet will attack you around here. There's a way to bypass it by going from this way. There should
Another
also be a
step
dig spot
forward.
somewhere around here. Yeah, here somewhere. There we go.
What's that?
This is the place where you drop if you jump down to the Underdark from the spider cave. If you use Featherfall, you will land right there on that platform. These mushrooms will explode on contact. I suggest you destroy them. So yeah, here you can see some myconids.
You are swallowed by a chorus of turbulent music. Through one creature sing many voices, the harmony of an entire collective.
Sovereign, he has come. He is here.
The choir fades. A single melody rises above the others, brassy and commanding.
I am sovereign.
You see a vision. Your lifeless body wrapped in fungal tendrils. The Sovereign is threatening you.
State your purpose.
Let's just tell them the truth.
Fungal roots weave through your mind, seeking your true intent. Then the Sovereign drones a new melody, cautious but welcoming.
I can mend neither skin nor spirit, but we still might commune. Descend to me. Let us speak in flesh.
The persistent music coaxes you forward. The Sovereign expects you.
So that's the Sovereign, the pink guy. This is basically the main hub area of the Underdark. There's a dead mycon in here. There is a Duergar spore servant. You will find more Duergar in the Underdark. You can actually use Speak on the Dead to this corpse.
The corpse twitches in response to the spell, and you note its delicate filaments. It had been merely a child.
Who were you?
Like its living counterparts, the corpse speaks in your mind.
A sprout.
A sprout? How did you die?
Bang. Grey dwarves. Hurt. Hurt. Hurt.
Grey dwarves. So they are speaking about Duergar. These grey dwarves, what did they want here?
Gnome. Death. Gnome death.
Gnome death. What was your role in the circle?
To grow. To know. To be one with the circle.
Yeah. Where do you keep your riches?
Magic. Behind the door.
The spell's power wanes.
So these mushroom people speak into your mind. You hear their voice in your head. They don't actually speak words to you. Here we will find a deep gnome that's obviously injured. But before that, let's speak to Sovereign. Durr is a Duergar. He has kind of mixed feelings about his race. He knows how ruthless his kin can be. He is no longer an evil slaver like he used to be.
Sovereign's thick fingers stroke the corpse at its feet. A droning melody greets you as the creature turns its gaze to you.
Flesh talker. I show you a memory. Watch and listen.
Okay.
A violent vision grips you. Duergar, like yourself, chopping myconid remains.
Your kind broke our peace. They killed our young.
The Sovereign's song slows to the pace of a dirge. It is still in mourning.
We laid waste to many, but intruders remain. Lakeward.
The Sovereign's song halts as it measures your worth.
I sense your resolve. You will find Duergar invaders near Lake's Edge. Cleanse the rot.
Raiders, huh? I'd like to hear their side of the story first, but alright.
Yeah. So this is where Durr is a little bit conflicted. He's also a little loyal. He does not want to kill his kin, even though he knows they are dangerous. We can actually attack Sovereign here, but we won't do that. Why this clan attack?
Deep purples swirl into familiar shapes. Gnomes in mining gear, chased by Duergar.
The Duergar seek a gnome. It is a guest.
So yeah, that's probably the gnome that we found lying there. Admirable of you.
The Sovereign says nothing, but you hear appreciation in its song.
I can handle those Duergar nearby.
An illusion comes over you. A Duergar choking on a cloud of gleaming dust.
Accept this gift. It will help you exterminate.
The Sovereign shows one more vision. A wall of vines parting to reveal glowing light.
Riches of magic and mind. Cleanse the rot, and they are yours. You do the circle a service. We will await word.
Alright. You can await word. You plant animate spores in the corpse, yes?
Yes. Our enemy's flesh makes a fine host for my growing children.
If I die down here, destroy my corpse.
You're not gonna die down here. I think that's enough dialogue. So we get these haste spore grenades from him. Let's speak to Tula over here.
Don't.
Her condition is familiar. Poison, derived from a wild weed common to the Underdark. She'll need an antidote soon, most likely held by the poisoner.
Who did this to you?
Your kind. Slashed me.
So yeah, this is so nice that you get extra dialogue options just because of the race you're playing.
Like dwarves, Duergar have innate resistance to poison, and thus no need for intricate brews. Though deadly if left untreated, the poison can be cured by the antidote or natural remedies.
So yeah, we can cure this. We can persuade her to just kill her, or we can investigate if she has something we want, but we're not gonna do that. We are gonna... Let's give the elixir of Sylvanas, why not?
Gods. Whatever that is, I needed it. Why are you helping me? You're one of them.
Not all Duergars are slavers, you know. Durr is a former slaver, he's no longer one.
No. Now I know. I thank you for your help, but I gotta get moving. Oh, it hurts. Girls, garters. Oh, I don't have time for this. My kin need me.
You didn't to help anyone.
Maybe not, but you are. I need you to rescue my kin. We can pay. We're Ironhand clan, best artificers in Baldur's Gate. We were on an expedition down here when the Duergar snatched us up. I got away, but not the others. The Greys have them digging out some old ruin across the lake.
And because Durr wants to free slaves, this is exactly the perfect mission for him. I'll free your people.
Thank you. Only wish I could go with you. But here... I nabbed these boots from the Greys when I ran. I'll feel better knowing you're using them to kick some Duergar ass. I'll mark where I made my escape, and wait here, I suppose. Not much choice, eh?
Okay, so we get the boots. We can also steal these boots from her, but again, Durr is not a thief. Astarion might be a thief, but not Durr. There's a lot of NPCs in this little town, who we can talk to. But the most important NPC, in my opinion, is this guy right here, Blurg. And he's also a trader.
The Duergar are back. Run, little mushrooms.
I'm not one of them.
Wait. You're not with that damned raiding party. Apologies. But let us observe the customs of the locals.
The scholar's brow tenses. His voice spills into your skull, the spores connecting mind to mind.
Blurg, proud member of the Society of Brilliance, at your service. Or perhaps not. Your mind is far more complex than that of the fungi.
Yeah, so he does not actually have a tadpole, he's just using the spore way of speaking like these myconids do. Almost like the tadpole way of talking, but not really. Your kind tend to be slaves down here.
It's true that many of my brethren are enslaved here, but my intellect has secured my freedom. It is my hope that my research will lead to liberation and peace for my people. Such designs are part of why I've devoted myself to studying the myconids. My colleagues and I are working to improve conditions in the Underdark. This need not be such a dire, hostile place.
So yeah, he's a
Our
hobgoblin.
kind has suffered needlessly for generations. Do you also seek peace among the myconids?
He's a hobgoblin, and we have actually seen one hobgoblin before, and that was Drorax and the leader of the goblins. Let's say this for now.
I know the feeling well. What has driven you from home?
Oh, he will ask anyway. So we can tell him about our tadpole. And he seems like a nice guy, so I guess we will trust him.
You were infected by an illicit tadpole? It's a miracle you're still intact. You must be worried sick, but have no fear. I have a friend who may be able to assist. Omeluum!
I hope this is important, Blurg. My Zerkwood samples need constant attention.
It is. This adventurer has an illithid tadpole inside his head, but he hasn't turned.
No
shite.
metamorphosis. That's impossible, but intriguing. Are you looking to have it extracted?
So yeah, this is a mind flayer. And he is apparently a friend of Blurg. A mind flayer, die. And Illithid is your friend. How is that possible?
I have broken free from the Elder Brain's yoke. I no longer serve the grand design. I ask that you refrain from violence. While I respect that your opinion of my kind may not change.
We all know what the grand design is. It's basically mind flayers trying to take over the world. But let's just ask anyway.
A collective quest to eliminate the Gith and enslave all other humanoids. If that settles matters for the time being, would you like a diagnosis? Open your mind to me. Let us see what lurks within.
So yeah, this is one of those mind flayers we meet who is actually not evil, which is rare. Since we have not been able to find a cure, and we have gone pretty far, I guess Durr is desperate enough to trust a mind flayer. In character.
As Omeluum's mind pierces yours, the tadpole pulses with power. It feels 10 times its size. Alive, awake, almost smug.
This is most unusual. The incubation period should be complete, as should your transformation. But the larva is infused with strange magic. It appears to be in some form of stasis.
So this is something we already knew, but let's just humor this.
I can only theorize, but I suspect your transformation would be both agonizing and instantaneous.
I thought it was always agonizing, Omeluum.
Well, yes, But that wasn't my point.
Can you extract the tadpole?
No. It appears to be shielded from physical and magical influence. Moreover, the cranium has undergone severe trauma. It is a miracle the brain functions at all. Extraction would risk much.
If we try to remove the tadpole by force, it will kill us. That doesn't sound ideal.
It is not ideal. The process would surely kill you. But not to worry. Should you transform, I will happily perform a new examination.
Well, that's cool. Let's just trust Omeluum, I guess.
A nautiloid? Fascinating. I have never set foot on one myself. They were our warships during the greatest eras of the Illithid Empire. We ruled the entire astral plane from their decks. The design was lost when the Gith rebelled and ended our dominion.
Thanks for the information.
Of course. I am sorry I cannot assist you in its removal. But I have an idea.
Oh, perhaps I should start taking notes.
There may be a way to bypass that stasis. There are many alchemical substances that can influence the mind.
He may not be able to remove the tadpole, but he wants to investigate it, so this is a quest we get from him.
A tincture distilled from a collection of rare mushrooms. They have subtle psionic influence. I would require a fresh ton of madness and Timusk spores. But be warned, in their natural state, both of these mushrooms can be quite dangerous. Timusks cause confusion in those that approach them. The tongue is self-explanatory.
Yeah, eating those doesn't sound like a great idea.
My formula will hamper the more harmful effects once the mushrooms are brewed into a potion. Your sanity, however much you possess, should remain intact.
Lovely. Where do I find these mushrooms?
The Underdark, of course, although they are quite rare, and their discovery perilous. I imagine Lenore would have them in her possession. She served Mistra as a cleric.
And why would a cleric have mushrooms?
She is quite fond of her garden. Lenore has always been a lonely sort. Nature was her only companion. I offered her the chance to join the society, but she refused. Her experiments on Susa bark took priority.
Alright, I'll come back with the mushrooms.
May your travels be safe and swift.
There is still more dialogue you can have with these two, so I'm gonna talk with them again.
Welcome back. Have you made any new discoveries?
Well, first of all, I'm gonna sell some stuff. I have never heard of Society of Brilliance.
Understandable. We are small in number and rarely stay in one place for long.
Fissures in the Underdark sounds like a dangerous prospect.
Yes, but it has abundant natural resources. Spores, water orbs, trillimac. I've studied them for years.
There is rare magic in the Underdark too. Faerzres. It radiates from the earth, warping, teleportation, and divination magic.
I have never succeeded in that check before. This is the first time I've heard that dialogue. That's cool. Our people aren't exactly inclined to share with each other.
And yet, we are all in need. Imagine what creativity would bloom if no craftsman starved. If every wizard had spell materials.
Where were you when the Duergars attacked?
I observed the fight from a distance. Combat is not my field of expertise, but the Myconids handled themselves well enough.
This is a short sword. This could be good for Astarion, maybe. There's also a magic missile amulet here. Magic missile is obviously a really good spell because it never misses. Let's talk to Omeluum. I think he also has more dialogue.
I greet you, child of the dark. How has your search for the mushrooms fared?
How did you escape your colony?
I was born with a propensity for arcane magic my people despise. It gave me the strength to resist the Elder Brain. Every waking hour I pushed back against its dire hold. My wizardry empowered me. The moment its control shattered, I fled. Before the colony discovered I had defected.
So yeah, he escaped. Yeah, mind flayers actually eat brains. How do you survive? Don't you need brains?
In the beginning, I had an arrangement with a lich. Excellent company, despite what one would expect. I required brains, he required souls. A perfect symbiosis. But our ambitions eventually splintered. I wished to better the world, and he preferred its rot. So I left his company, and thus I now feed from those who act against the society's goals.
So yeah, he still has to kill people to eat their brains to survive. Best way to deal that sort of hunger, I suppose.
Perhaps the peoples of the Underdark will be less inclined to violence if they comprehend the cost, yes?
This is the area where they keep their riches. Before, there used to be a way to get in here by destroying this wall. Before, you could actually attack this without them getting pissed off. Now I guess they have finally fixed that. Larian has finally fixed that.